Imagine sailing peacefully down a muddy river, the sun shimmering on the water's surface. Suddenly, a dark shadow glides beneath your boat. The water ripples, the silence thickens, and then the largest crocodile you've ever seen emerges. This is no ordinary reptile. It is a monster so enormous, so terrifying, that locals whisper it could swallow an entire fishing boat whole. Today we're diving into the chilling world of giant crocodiles, real-life beasts that blur the line between myth and reality. From the infamous saltwater crocodiles of Australia to the legends of prehistoric giants like Deinosuchus, we will uncover whether these monsters truly exist or if they are simply exaggerated tales passed down through generations. Let's start with the largest living reptile on Earth, the saltwater crocodile, or Crocodilus porosus. Found in Southeast Asia, Northern Australia, and around the Pacific, these apex predators are already fearsome enough. Most adult males grow up to 6 meters long and weigh over a ton. But there are records of individuals even larger, so big they could flip over small boats with a single strike of their tails. One of the most famous cases is Lalong, a saltwater crocodile captured in the Philippines in 2011. But even Lalong may not have been the largest. Locals across Papua New Guinea, Borneo, and northern Australia claim to have seen crocs much bigger, stretching nearly 7 meters or more, lurking in rivers and swamps where humans rarely venture. Could these undiscovered monsters still exist? Throughout history, riverside communities have told chilling stories about monstrous crocodiles that terrorized villages. In Uganda, fishermen speak of crocodiles in Lake Victoria that pulled entire canoes under the water. In India's Sundarbans, people whisper of boat breakers, crocodiles so large that they can snatch a fisherman and crush his boat in their jaws. In Papua New Guinea, the puck-puck is feared as a demon beast that waits patiently, then devours entire families crossing the river. These stories may sound exaggerated, but remember, crocodiles are ancient survivors. Unchanged for over 200 million years, if any animal could achieve such monstrous size, it's them. To understand just how big crocodiles can get, we have to go back in time to the age of the dinosaurs. Meet Deinosuchus, the terror crocodile that lived 75 million years ago. This prehistoric predator grew up to 12 meters, 40 feet long, twice the size of modern saltwater crocs, and weighed as much as 8 to 10 tons. Deinosuchus had jaws strong enough to crush bone, and fossil evidence suggests it preyed on dinosaurs that wandered too close to the water's edge. Then there's Sarcosuchus imperator, also known as the super croc. At nearly 11 to 12 meters long, this beast lived around 110 million years ago in what is now Africa. With a skull as long as a grown man, it could easily have dragged prey the size of a modern hippo underwater. When you realize that such creatures truly existed in Earth's past, legends of giant crocodiles in today's rivers don't seem so far-fetched anymore. This brings us to the big question. Could there be giant crocodiles alive right now, undiscovered in the wild? Modern science says that crocs have physical limits. A saltwater crocodile's body can only grow so large before it becomes too heavy to move efficiently on land. But the ocean is vast, deep, and full of mysteries. What if some individuals surpass known records, lurking far away from human eyes? In fact, there are reports of monstrous crocs in remote regions. Fishermen in northern Australia's Arnhem Land speak of a croc so big they named it Campbell, said to be larger than any captured before. In Papua New Guinea, explorers in the 20th century described crocs estimated at nearly 9 meters. No photos exist, but the consistency of the stories is eerie. Even today, some scientists believe larger crocs are possible, especially in unmonitored habitats where they have decades to grow undisturbed. So, why do some crocodiles get so massive? The answer lies in their biology. Crocodiles never stop growing. Unlike mammals, they don't hit a final adult size. Instead, they grow slowly throughout their entire lives, meaning the older the croc, the bigger it becomes. Most wild crocs don't live long enough to reach extreme sizes because of hunting, disease, or territorial fights. But in isolated, safe environments with enough food, they can keep growing until they reach monstrous proportions. That's why the idea of a crocodile large enough to swallow a boat isn't pure fantasy. Under the right conditions, it's entirely possible. Humans have always been both terrified and fascinated by crocodiles. They're living dinosaurs, apex predators with stealth, patience, and crushing power. When locals claim to see a giant crocodile capable of swallowing a boat whole, it feeds into that primal fear, the idea that nature still hides monsters beyond our control. And whether these super crocs are real or just exaggerations, one thing is certain: every time you set foot near crocodile-infested waters, you're entering their territory and they are watching. So what do you think? Are there undiscovered giant crocodiles still lurking in remote swamps and river creatures so massive they could take down a fishing boat in one bite? Or are these just legends, echoes of a prehistoric past when super crocs truly ruled the waters? One thing's safe for sure: if you ever see the water ripple and a shadow the size of a car moves beneath your boat, it might already be too late.